What is going on, guys? Welcome back to BSC Videos, where research and personal experiences meet. Now for this video, following on from my previous video, I wanted to talk about 3 proven strategies that you can use to improve your self-awareness. Now, before you watch this video, I highly recommend you watch my previous video. It just gives a background into emotional intelligence, talks about its power, and it also goes through the 4 skills that are going to form the basis for my next 3 uploads following this one as well. So definitely check that one out. But anyways, enough chit chat, let's get straight into it. Number 1, be objective. Okay, so this strategy, while it might seem pretty straightforward in principle, it can actually be really difficult to execute because, as we know, it's human nature to categorize our feelings as either good or bad. The bad emotions, you think about things like guilt, shame, anger. Those are the sort of feelings you just want to get rid of straight away. Whereas the good emotions, you think about things like excitement, joy and happiness, things like that, you really just want to feed off those and try and maintain those for as long as possible. So essentially, in order to become more self-aware, you need to take those judgments out of the equation and essentially be more objective so that you can actually really understand what you're feeling. And I know this can be tough, but next time, just try to refrain from putting your feelings into a good or a bad basket, and just reiterate to yourself that the feeling is there to actually help you understand something important. And it essentially comes down to being able to suspend the judgment of your own emotions to allow them to run their due course and vanish at the appropriate time so you can know where they originate and get better with your self-awareness. Let's move straight into strategy number 2, the ripple effect. Alright, so since emotions are the primary drivers of your behavior, it's really important to understand the ripple effect that they may have on other people. The key here is to watch how your emotions impact others immediately, and then from there use those responses as a guide for how your emotions will likely affect a wider range of people after you unleash the emotion. So just for further understanding, here's an example that I filmed earlier in the day.
Hi Ben, here's my recommendations.
Hey, sorry, I didn't see you there. Thanks for the recommendations, of course, for productivity. Very good. Okay, so you've suggested shorter hours, flexible work hours, reward and recognition programs, building a gym on site, and social events. Yeah, okay, cool. Pretty good. I mean, I think shorter hours, initially I'd like, thankfully you've got the research, because I'd probably think, oh, shorter hours, what's that going to do? But it definitely might be worth a try around here. Flexible work hours, yeah, potentially. I mean, it might be a bit difficult for us in terms of the added costs of the flexible hours. But again, I'll talk to D'Aquarius and Rayquaza about this as well. Rewards and recognition programs, yep, that's really good. I really like that. Social events, I also really like that as well. Building a gym, I mean, we probably don't have the funds to do that right now, but I think we could easily get a discounted membership sort of program for you guys at a commercial gym at, say, like Anytime or Club Line, to kind of cater for that as well. So yeah, thanks Amy, I really appreciate that. I'll be sure to talk to D'Aquarius and Rayquaza about it, and then we'll send an email out to all of you guys about changes that we might potentially make. So much appreciated, Amy.
No problem.
So clearly there was some stuff that probably could have been better on that paper. It'd be quite easy to get frustrated, but by me being more positive and constructive, the ripple effect of my emotions will be far more positive, as opposed to if I was to just berate her with negativity. This ripple effect will pass on to other employees and should result in the organisation being more innovative and positive long term, as opposed to a workforce that is always on edge, worrying about when the manager will lose his marbles next, which will obviously have negative ramifications on their productivity. So to fully understand the ripple effects of your emotions, it's really important to spend some time reflecting on your own behaviour. You can also ask other people about how they are affected by your emotions for further understanding of emotions and how they ripple to others. I know this one's kind of awkward, but it would definitely be a good insight. And essentially, it's about taking the time to understand your emotions and how they ripple out onto others, because then over time, you'll be better equipped to choose the types of ripples that you want to create. Third and final strategy I have for you today is visiting your values. All right, so I think this one is pretty underrated, but it's also very important because your values, they really pave the way for how you live your life, and ultimately they do impact your behavior towards others. With everything that goes on throughout the day, it can be easy to say something that you instantly regret or that you don't believe in, but by keeping these values in mind, perhaps by physically jotting them down on a piece of paper or just putting them into your phone, you'll start thinking about this list throughout your interactions in daily life and make choices that more reflect these values, and that's something that I think people will really respect about you. Alrighty guys, there you have it. Those are 3 proven strategies that you can use every day to improve your self-awareness. Like I said in the previous video, all credit goes to the book Emotional Intelligence 2.0 by Drs. Greaves and Bradley. I'm going to wrap it up here. Thanks so much guys for watching. Be sure, if you do want to see the rest of the emotional intelligence videos that I am going to put up, be sure to hit the notifications bell so you don't miss those. Press subscribe. Be sure to smash that thumbs up button as well. Really appreciate you all tuning in today. And also, I want to say thanks to Amy. Here she is. You've probably seen her in one of my other videos for helping me film today. Much appreciated, sis. But yeah, other than that, thanks so much for watching guys, and we'll see you all in the next video where I talk about social awareness. Peace. This fella's been watching as well. What's going on, bro? Give the video a thumbs up, check it out, alright?